This is your marketing news for the week of May 28th, 2026. This week we have 3 big marketing stories for you. OpenAI shipped a wave of upgrades to ChatGPT ads, and the trajectory tells you exactly where they're headed. Google dropped another core update, and the site started feeling it over last weekend. And Google just folded an entire campaign type into another one with a stat that might change how you think about that move. Let's dive in. Our first story. OpenAI is building an advertising platform inside ChatGPT faster than most people realize. We covered the ChatGPT Ad Manager launch back in our April 23rd episode when it was a basic self-service interface with CPC pricing between $3 and $5. That was 5 weeks ago. Since then, OpenAI sent an update to beta advertisers on May 22nd announcing 3 changes. First, daily budgets. Advertisers can now choose between daily and lifetime budget pacing on new campaigns. Second, geo-targeting by US, state, DMA, and zip code. And third, dynamic call-to-action test rolling out on a subset of live ads. Then, on May 26th, Search Engine Land reported that OpenAI is preparing conversion-focused ad formats. According to the information, OpenAI is telling advertisers and ad tech firms it wants to attract local businesses. Think dry cleaners, car washes, appointment-based services. The new formats would let advertisers pay only when a user takes an action, a purchase, a booking, a form submission. To make that work, OpenAI is building a measurement layer. Advertisers will install an OpenAI ad pixel on their website and connect internal systems through OpenAI's API to pass conversion data back in. That is the same infrastructure Google and Meta have spent years building. OpenAI is assembling it in months. 5 weeks ago, ChatGPT ads were an experiment. Today, they have budget controls, targeting down to zip code, and a conversion tracking roadmap. Your marketing move? If you run any local or lead gen campaigns, request access to the ChatGPT Ads Manager beta this week. The earlier you build benchmarks on a new channel, the cheaper the lessons are. Our second story in marketing news this week. Google launched the May 2026 Core Update on Thursday, May 21st, and it started rolling out over last weekend. We covered the March 2026 Core Update back in our March 31st episode. This one follows the same pattern. Google said the rollout may take up to 2 weeks, but the early impact showed up fast. Companies started reporting SEO shifts by Friday, with some seeing gains and others reporting drops of 50% or more by Saturday. Google described this as a quote-unquote regular update designed to better surface relevant, satisfying content for searchers from all types of sites. That language is familiar to us. What's different is the pace. 3 core updates in 4 months, March, then I/O, and now May. The chatter across webmaster world and social is heavy. Some sites are seeing surges followed by sharp drops within hours, which suggests the update is still shifting as it rolls out. Your marketing move? Pull your Google Search Console data daily this week and compare impressions and clicks against the same period last month. If you see a swing of more than 20% in either direction, document it now so you have a baseline when the rollout completes. And our third story in marketing news this week, Google is folding display ads into demand gen campaigns. Advertisers can now manage Google Display Network placements directly through demand gen. You can still run ads exclusively on GDN if you prefer, but the management layer now lives inside demand gen, which already serves ads across YouTube, Discover, Gmail, and Maps. Here's the number that matters. Google says advertisers adding GDN inventory into demand gen campaigns are seeing an average of 9.5% increase in ROI. This follows a pattern we've been tracking all year. Google folded dynamic search ads into AI Max. Now, display is merging into demand gen. Google is steadily consolidating campaign types into fewer AI-driven structures. The standalone campaign types that define Google Ads for the past decades are being absorbed one by one. Your marketing move? Log into Google Ads this week. Create a test demand gen campaign that includes your GDN placements and run it alongside your existing display campaign for 2 weeks to compare performance before the standalone option narrows further. 3 platforms, 3 shifts, and all 3 are moving in the same direction. More consolidation, more AI, more infrastructure packed into fewer surfaces. OpenAI built a performance ad stack in weeks. Google merged another campaign type, and a core update is reshuffling who shows up while it all happens. The marketers adapting their workflows now, before all of this consolidation finishes, are the ones building their marketing advantage. Your marketing move.